Summertime in LA, everybody is looking for those Dodger dogs, right? Nope. At Garden of Eden, we try to dodge those dogs and eat something healthier. Carrot dogs. Now, I didn't make this up, but I've been hearing about them. I've never tasted one, and I thought, I'm gonna make a Garden of Eden carrot dog. So what I did was I scoured the internet, I looked at all the recipes, I tweaked it just a little bit because I added some porcini mushrooms. Most people don't add that, I've never seen that, but that adds a little bit of umami. And they say it tastes just like a real hot dog. But I gotta tell you, it really doesn't. But it tastes really good. So here's what the hack is at Garden of Eden. I do this all the time. I like to flavor the water that I boil things in. So first we're gonna make the carrot dogs before I show you the marinade. I got thick ones because I wanna be able to shape them however I want. First I like to just kind of make the ends kind of like a hot dog. Now you can save these and put them in a salad. Why not? Okay, now for the marinade. What I did was I used coconut liquid aminos. A lot of people use soy sauce or tamari sauce, 50% less sodium, but liquid aminos has even less sodium, and I have to tell you, it still tastes salty, but it's not as salty. So if you're like me and you're watching your salt intake, this is the way to go. So it's a 1/4 cup of liquid aminos, a 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar. When I looked on hot dog packaging, it says they use distilled vinegar, but distilled vinegar has 0 health benefits, whereas apple cider vinegar at least has some apple in it. Okay, we have 1 tablespoon of granulated garlic and 1 tablespoon of granulated onion. I like the granulated better than the powder. It just imparts more flavor. Then I like 2 teaspoons of liquid smoke. That gives it that smoky flavor. And then 1 teaspoon of dry mustard and 1/2 teaspoon of smoked paprika. In it goes. And lastly, a 1/4 cup of dried porcini mushrooms. I just layered them in there and I'm putting it right there. We're gonna put the carrots in, okay? And we're gonna cover it with water. It takes about 3 cups of water. We're gonna put it on the stove, turn it to a boil, cover it, turn it to a boil, and then turn it down to medium-low and just let it boil. These size will probably take about 8-10 minutes, maybe 12. And what you want to do is get a little knife and puncture them to see if they're tender. I like to cover it because it kind of steams it. It makes it boil a lot faster. You know, instant gratification. I like this pot for boiling something like carrots because it's not tall. If it's tall and you cover it, it's going to take a longer time to boil. So while I'm not watching the pot, so it will boil, I want to tell you a little bit about regular hot dogs. So I looked at those ingredients and it says natural flavors, distilled vinegar, lots of sodium, and words I'd never heard of. So when you're eating that hot dog, it's really not doing the body any good. But when you eat a carrot dog with all the fixins, you are going to be excreting a lot of calories, and it increases your metabolism because it's a whole food and it's fiber. And I found the most amazing hot dog buns by Ezekial. So you get a double whammy of health. Okay, yes, they're soft. I can go all the way through the middle and they're ready. What's our next step? We don't have to marinate it anymore because this marinade has sucked into the carrots as they've cooked. And that is a really great trick. Now what I'm gonna do is add a little bit of the juice to another pan. Okay, just a little bit. We're gonna have to add some more. I'm gonna remove these carrots and we're gonna brown them up. And we don't need to add any oil to this at all. Look, you guys, don't they look like hot dogs? Look at the steaming hot dogs. Isn't that fabulous? Now, what are we gonna serve them on? Ezekial 4.9 sprouted hot dog buns. These things are thick. I mean, these are really thick. So compared to how much hot dog you're getting, I'm thinking I'm just gonna use one side and just make it like a little hole. Now, we can use any topping that you like. I personally don't love ketchup, but people love ketchup on it. Or you can use mustard, or how about red and yellow and onion bell peppers together. I love it with tomatoes and red onion and some arugula. I think what would be very delicious, which I just thought of, is I think I'm gonna paint a little bit of the marinade sauce on here. I think I wanna do some of this. why not top it with a little bit of arugula? I'm gonna get everything on it. Ready? Let's see. It is so good. There's so much flavor in the carrot dog. It really doesn't need a whole lot of stuff. In fact, if I put mustard on it, I think it would cover the delicious flavor of the carrot dog. And I think this is gonna be the new Dodger dog. Should I go show them how to make this? Probably. Enjoy, everybody.